Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for December 2019. It's crazy that we're already in December. I hope you guys are enjoying your holiday season. So, before we get started, I want to let you guys know a little bit about the kind of tarot that I do and what my tarot philosophy is. Okay, we have a couple reverse cards here. So if you watch a lot of tarot on YouTube, if you're familiar with it, you may have seen a lot of people predicting what's going to happen to you. And that may be what you're into. And so if that's what you're looking for, you can keep watching if you want, or you can go check out another channel. It's all good. But what I do is a little bit more focused on empowering you. Because what I don't like is feeling like you're waiting for something to happen in your life. And I believe we have a certain amount of power there to manifest the things that we want. I fully believe that we co-create with the universe. Cancer. So my approach is more to take a look at your situation. We'll look at it together. Then we'll get some guidance and advice for how you can best make your most empowered choices moving forward. And then we'll look at the future and see what is making those choices going to manifest for you. So you still get a little peek at your future. So it's very empowering, and it's much more about helping you be the creator of your reality. All right. Let's look at some cards. So this is a spread that you may have seen something similar from other tarot readers. I kind of made it up to suit my purposes, but it's definitely inspired by a spread that you've probably seen. So Cancer, we're going to start with your path and your obstacle. Your path is the main energy that you are embodying this month. It's what you're creating. It's what you want. It's your path. And then your obstacle is the main thing that could be getting in the way of that. And so when I say obstacle, I don't mean that something outside of you is going to come and prevent you from having what you want. Because you can probably already tell by now, Cancer, that's not really my philosophy. The way I read obstacle is, what is the main issue within you? Whether it's your approach, your mindset, your choices, whatever it might be. What is the main thing you can resolve to help you be on this path? Beautiful. Okay, Cancer. So this is pretty broad in what this is referring to. And most of my readings are that way. And the reason they are that way is because, if you were here for specifics of what's going to happen in my career, what's going to happen in my love life, right? I could just do that and tell you that. But with this philosophy of you can actually create what you want to happen in your career, your love life, your whatever it might be, it becomes more helpful to actually be more vague. Because that's kind of how those messages come in. And because for one of you, this could be career, for one of you, this could be something else, right? And so if this applies to your situation, Cancer, you're going to know it. And so it won't matter that I'm not saying specifics, right? And I will say some, obviously, but it's more of just like general possibilities. So if this does resonate with you, that's awesome. If it doesn't, check out your moon and rising sign, or maybe check out another reader this month. So your path, Cancer, 8 of Wands, action. 8 of Wands is all about things happening, things moving quickly. And it could be that this is something that you're already in, something that's been happening for a while, and it's kind of, ramping up even more. Or it could be something that you've been waiting for. Maybe things have been really stagnant for a while, Cancer, and you've been wanting something to happen in a certain area of your life, working towards something, and it hasn't happened yet. And if that's what you're wanting, it looks like December is the month that things are going to start moving. Your obstacle here is exhaustion. So I want to look at the rest of your cards to get a better sense of what this is for some of you. But Ten of Swords is all about being so tired that you surrender in a way. And it looks bad, but it's not a negative thing at all because it signifies the beginning of a new cycle. 10 always signifies the end of a cycle, and then you go back to 1, right? And so there really is a new beginning here for you, Cancer. And I like kind of the mirroring here of these columns here and then these swords here. It feels very like you're ending an old way of doing something and bringing in a lot of action as a result. Now, the other possibility here, of course, is that all of this movement itself is what could be really tiring for you. And so that is something that, Cancer, you will really need to strive to have balance on. But I'm not getting the sense that that's what it is for most of you. Okay, Cancer. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Oh, wow. You have great cards. Okay. Wow. So a lot of relationship energy here. So for some of you, this could be about relationships. But it feels more general than that. It feels more a shift that has to do with every aspect of your life. So we're going to start by looking at your recent past. So in your recent past, you have Queen of Wands. Wands is associated with the element of fire, and the Queen of Wands is passionate. She's a decision maker. She is confident in herself and where her inner fire leads her. And so I think recently, Cancer, some of you have come to a point of making a decision. And this could be what this point was, right? And so maybe at the beginning of this month, you're realizing, like, screw it. I want to live in my truth, even if it's scary. I want to follow my heart, even if it's scary. Could be something like that. Could also be whatever this approach isn't working. I'm ready to try a different approach, even if that feels really new for me. And so this is in your recent past, Cancer. And so then what that kind of brought up for you is realizing, okay, now I have all these options. There's much more of a sense of openness from this obstacle energy. You don't feel stuck anymore, right? You feel like you have options. But there's also this kind of apathy of like, which should I choose? Which direction should I go? You know? It's very much that way. And there's a very dreamy quality to a lot of your cards here, Cancer. I'll show you the cards that came up for your underlying influences. 3 of Cups and the Star. 3 of Cups is friendship and community. And the Star is destiny. Something really coming through for you here and feeling really right and aligned and feeling like divine timing. And that fits exactly with this 8 of Wands action energy. It's like things are moving. Divine timing is happening for you this month. And, you know, you have a lot of major arcana here, which really is beautiful. Taking a sip of water here. And so, Cancer, the sense that I'm getting for a lot of you is really this sense of coming home. Coming home to people, connections, and events that really feel like they are meant for you. And it's interesting because there's all this energy of things moving quickly, but at the same time, it's kind of like these things that are moving are not super overwhelming things. So that's why I'm not getting the sense that this Ten of Swords is you're being exhausted by this movement. I think this is more the approach that you had to let go of. So, and this is the choice that you made with regards to that. Follow your heart, Cancer. So, yeah, there's this, I just feel like you're kind of in sort of following your heart. You called in all this energy, and now things are kind of happening around you. You may be meeting friends that you really feel connected to. You may be having things happen for you that feel really synchronicitous almost, Cancer, like really affirming this desire to follow your heart, and really taking away whatever fears you had about what's going to happen. Which way should I go? So, to answer that question of which way should you go with all of this energy, I want to look at your advice cards. You have Temperance and the Hanged Man. So, with this transition in your life, Cancer, this transition into connection, home, friendship, feeling really seen and understood for who you are, feeling like you're all of a sudden kind of being surrounded by this grace because you've chosen to start doing things that feel right to you. The message I'm getting here is that your inner guidance is your friend. If you trust anything this month, Cancer, it's your inner voice. If you ever don't know what to do, go within and listen within. That is your advice for this month, Cancer. Because that voice has led you this far. And you can trust it, absolutely. I want to get even a little bit more guidance for you. Yeah, this is absolutely beautiful, Cancer. I mean, there's absolutely this sense of destiny coming through. Yeah, Justice. Okay. All right. See what pops up. I don't normally do this, but this is such a beautiful reading. I want to give you some more guidance. Ace of Wands. Yep, movement. Nothing we didn't already know, but things are moving so quickly for you, Cancer. And so the other piece of advice here for you in this transition time is temperance, patience, seeing things from all sides. And with these two cards together as your advice cards, Cancer, it's kind of like, don't be fooled into thinking that things are moving quickly for you because you're working hard, or because you're fighting against the current, or because you're pushing and making things happen, or because you're controlling things. Don't be fooled into thinking that. realize that these things are happening for you because you're listening within to that inner voice and making choices from that place. And paradoxically, with choices that come from that place, the slower you go, the more patient you are with yourself, the more you trust yourself, the faster things are going to happen. So this is absolutely awesome, Cancer. So we're going to look at the future that you're kind of manifesting as a result of following this advice and staying on this path of action. And this is going to get a little bit more into specifics for some of you. So Knight of Pentacles and Six of Cups. You really are kind of running the gamut of things that someone could want to manifest. So Knight of Pentacles speaks to money, abundance, a financial gift coming in. And because this isn't like 10 of Pentacles, I'm not feeling like this money situation is so much of a big established change. I don't think any of you are trying to buy a home or get married or something like that right now. I don't think you are making any huge life transitions in that way, in the sense of money. What I do think is happening is that you're feeling really supported financially in this new time of your life. So you could have financial gift coming in, you could get a new job, you could, some venture that you're working on, you could have like a backer or a sponsor for that. There's just definitely a sense that these choices that you're making are being financially supported. You're not going to be left alone in this journey. And the other reason you're not going to be alone, Cancer, is because people are with you. Six of Cups is one of my favorite cards. It is this beautiful card of connection and romantic relationship that goes beyond just romance. It's really this feeling of nostalgia and feeling like you've known this person forever, and this beautiful feeling of home. We have this with the Three of Cups too. And so relationship looks really good. For some of you, you could absolutely be meeting somebody who really feels aligned for you at the end of this month. But overall, there's just this sense that the people that you deserve to have around you, that you've been wanting to have around you, you're going to attract those people. And a lot of them are going to have this feeling to them like you've known them for a long time. For a lot of you, I think this has to do with community. A lot of you may, you're kind of on this journey of following your heart, and so maybe some people that you used to be close with, you're not like cutting them out or anything. That wouldn't be my advice at all, but you kind of just feel yourself like vibrating out a little bit. You don't have quite as much to talk about anymore. There just isn't as much there that is nourishing for you. And so I think you're going to be meeting a lot of people, a lot of great friends who really feel like kind of like your soul family. And I don't like to say that because I think people get stuck thinking that something outside of them is going to fulfill them. Once you meet these friends, you're going to be happy. That's not what I'm saying at all. I think, you're at this place in yourself where you really are ready for the next step. And I think that's what life is showing to you, Cancer. So wonderful, wonderful reading. The sense of home, the sense of coming back to yourself, and coming back to the people that are meant to be in your life. If you would like more detail on this, Cancer, or if you'd like a personal reading because you maybe have a different situation going on, I will leave the link to that below. You can get a personal reading with me. I do video readings like this, and I also do smaller kind of mini readings with just a picture of cards and a description. So whichever one you prefer, they're both pretty affordable. So I hope to hear from you guys soon, and I will see you in the new year.